What if I told you two people are using the exact same AI model today, paying the exact same price, but while one gets a mild little productivity bump, the other literally automates half their job? Welcome to The Explainer. Today we've got an urgent strategy update that's going to fundamentally, permanently change how you interact with AI. Look, if you've been feeling like you're putting in a ton of effort with AI, but getting incredibly average returns back, you are definitely not alone. We aren't doing basic tips today, no standard prompt lists. We are looking at a complete paradigm shift, deconstructing how to transition from just chatting with an AI to building robust automated systems. Let's dive in.
Seriously, ask yourself, are you only using a tiny fraction of what Claude can actually do? Because here's the strange, almost unfair reality we're seeing right now. Two different people open the exact same Claude model, have the exact same capabilities, yet one person gets dramatically, almost unbelievably better results. And why is that? Well, it's not because they're smarter, and it is definitely not because they found some secret magical prompt. It's because of a massive mindset shift in how they view the tool itself.
See, 99% of people are stuck in what we call the chatbot mindset. You open a chat, type a quick question, get an answer, copy it, close the tab, and then repeat that whole exhausting cycle again tomorrow. You want better results, but you're treating this incredibly advanced technology like a basic customer service rep. So the absolutely crucial shift here is moving to a workspace mindset. You've got to start treating Claude as an integrated workspace, one that remembers your context, follows your specific rules, connects to your actual files, and executes complex multi-step tasks.
Okay, let's jump straight into Secret 1, the Prime framework. It is time to stop writing tiny prompts.
Think about what usually happens, right? You type, write me a YouTube script about AI. Claude gives you a script, and, well, it's boring. It sounds like everything else out there. So you play endless prompt ping pong, just begging Claude to make it more engaging. It's exhausting. Instead of these tiny reactive instructions, give it a complete mission up front using the Prime framework. P is for purpose. Define the exact destination. Not just write a script, but create a 10-minute explainer for beginners to understand Claude while maximizing retention. R is for research. Give it your notes, your sources. Don't make the model guess information you already have sitting right there. I is for interview, and we're going to look at that in just a second. M is for mechanics. Set the rules, length, structure, tone, what to include, what to avoid. And finally, E is for examples. Show Claude what great actually looks like. Make it engaging means nothing, but giving it a real example of an engaging paragraph, that gives it something concrete to imitate. Doing this saves hours of frustrating corrections later.
Actually, I want to pause real quick on the I in Prime, the interview step. Try adding this exact game-changing phrase to your very next prompt. Before starting, ask me the most important questions you need answered. This brilliantly illustrates how AI can actually help you improve your own request before it even lifts a finger to work. Instead of blindly guessing what you want based on a vague idea, it analyzes your goal, spots the holes in your logic, and literally interviews you to fill them. You're turning the AI into a real collaborator.
Which brings us perfectly to Secret 2, Claude Projects. Stop starting from zero.
Look, if you are starting every single day with a blank page, you are throwing away your time. Explaining who your audience is, what tone you use, your brand voice, every single time you open a new chat, that's a massive bottleneck. Instead, you create a dedicated project environment. You name it My Brand Channel, and you permanently upload your guidelines, your deep dive audience info, your previous successful content so it knows your structure, and all your underlying research. You load this in exactly once, and suddenly Claude has a rich, permanent context for your specific workload. You're no longer treating it like an amnesic assistant, you're giving it a brain that actually retains the core DNA of your brand.
And hey, while you're setting up that project context, here is a rule you absolutely must remember. Don't just tell Claude what to do, tell it what not to do. Setting these negative taste boundaries is critical. Tell your project environment directly. No generic corporate buzzwords. Don't repeat the same hook structure. Don't use filler sentences. Why? Because an AI can easily produce something that is technically correct based on your prompt, but practically useless because it doesn't fit your actual taste. Putting these boundaries in from day one stops you from constantly correcting those same annoying AI habits.
Moving right along to Secret 3, focus on outcomes. Stop micromanaging your AI. Now this is where we really separate the amateurs from the power users. Most folks try to control every granular step. The beginner method is rigid micromanagement. First do this, add a table, add filters, add a chart. You are basically standing over a highly capable digital worker's shoulder and micromanaging their mouse clicks. Instead, define the success criteria. Say, the interface must remain usable with large datasets, missing info must be clearly visible, and errors must be handled gracefully. You give it the constraints, the quality standard, the deadline, and you let the AI reason out the absolute best approach to hit that outcome. Treat it like a talented employee. Give them the goal, not the exact sequence of keystrokes.
All right, the stakes are getting incredibly high here. Secret 4. Connect your tools. Move beyond simple questions.
The true exponential leap in your productivity happens when AI stops being this isolated chat window just sitting in your browser and actually connects directly to the real environment where your work lives. We're talking about things like Claude Code, which can directly inspect your code bases, understand file relationships, and make changes. We have MCP integrations, that's Model Context Protocol, acting as a bridge straight to your external data, your local files, your databases, and your productivity tools. With a setup like this, your prompt fundamentally shifts. You aren't asking, Claude, what should I do with this pasted text? No, you're saying, Claude, help me perform this complex workflow directly on the hundreds of files sitting right now in my project folder. That is where you win back literal hours of your day.
But a very quick, serious warning here. Just because a tool allows you to give an AI total access absolutely does not mean you should grant it. Always use the minimum access required. Protect your sensitive information. And above all, keep manual approval steps in place for important actions. The goal here isn't to surrender total control and let the AI run wild. The goal is to let the AI handle the heavy lifting, the repetitive stuff, while you sit firmly in the director's chair, maintaining strict control of security and final approvals.
And this builds right to our climax for today. Secret 5. Reusable systems. Turn your best work into AI skills.
Think about this. You spend 2 hours figuring out the absolute perfect Claude workflow. You nail the prompt, the exact sequence, the precise info needed. It's beautiful. And then you close the conversation. And poof, it's gone. You literally have to reinvent it next week. To stop wasting your own intellectual capital, you need to document that workflow as a simple Markdown file, creating a permanent library of reusable skills. You create a file called youtubescript.md or seo.md. Inside that plain text file, you write down exactly what the workflow does, the rules to follow, the variables, the quality checks. Next time you need that task done, you simply load up that exact file. You are programming your own custom library of AI instructions instead of reinventing the wheel every single morning. It's a game changer.
I absolutely love this quote. Listen to this. The first time you solve a problem, you do the work. The second time, you reuse the workflow. The 10th time, you have a system. This right here, this fundamentally changes the economics of your time. You aren't just saving a few minutes answering an email. You are turning Claude into a personalized, highly scalable operating system for your professional life.
So, to summarize this massive paradigm shift we've explored today, the beginner asks, what should I ask? They're obsessing over the prompt. The better user asks, what context should I give? They know data quality matters. But the advanced power user asks, what system can I build? It is not about hoarding 500 clever prompt templates you found online. It is entirely about building better workflows, connecting your real tools, defining clear outcomes, and saving those workflows as permanent assets. Stop using AI for isolated one-off tasks and start building AI-powered systems.
So, here is my challenge for you today, and I want to hear from you. Which repetitive weekly task are you going to turn into an AI system today? Is it your data analysis, your content research, reviewing code? I want you to stop casually chatting with AI and start actively building with it. Take just one task, apply the Prime framework, set the outcomes, and save it as a Markdown file right now. Drop exactly what task you're going to systemize down in the comments below. I can't wait to read them. Thank you so much for joining me on The Explainer today. Now go build your system.